A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant escalation of tensions between the Trump administration and Harvard University, President Trump has announced plans to withdraw an additional $1 billion in federal funding for health research following a public dispute with the institution. The conflict began last week when the administration sent a lengthy list of demands to Harvard, which officials believed were intended to remain confidential. However, the university's decision to release the letter publicly has prompted a fierce response from the White House, which is now considering applying even more pressure on the prestigious Ivy League school. The demands from the Trump administration included proposals for federal oversight of Harvard's admissions and hiring processes, as well as the ideological stance of its students and staff. Harvard's president, Alan Garber, responded by stating that the university would not accept the proposed agreement, asserting that the administration's approach was not conducive to constructive dialogue regarding anti-Semitism. Initially, Trump officials had planned to treat Harvard more leniently than Columbia University, which quickly complied with demands to recover $400 million in federal funding. However, following Harvard's public disclosure of the demands and its commitment to contest them, the administration's stance hardened. The White House subsequently froze $2.2 billion in multi-year federal grants to Harvard, further intensifying the conflict. In a statement, Garber emphasized that while some of the administration's demands addressed concerns about anti-Semitism, many represented direct governmental regulation that the university could not accept. He noted that Harvard had reached out to the administration in an attempt to avoid confrontation, but the subsequent negotiations revealed that the demands were far more intrusive than anticipated. The situation has left Trump officials feeling that Harvard never intended to negotiate in good faith. A White House spokesperson criticized the university for what they termed grandstanding and urged it to focus on rebuilding confidence among all students, particularly Jewish students. This public clash comes at a time when the administration is already facing scrutiny over its handling of various issues, including economic instability and trade relations. The announcement of the funding withdrawal has sent shockwaves through the academic community and raised questions about the future of federal funding for higher education institutions that do not align with the administration's policies. As the Trump administration continues to grapple with internal and external pressures, the outcome of this dispute with Harvard could set a precedent for how federal funding is allocated to universities in the future. With the stakes so high, both sides appear entrenched in their positions, leaving little room for compromise. In related news, gold prices have surged to a record high of $3,400 amid growing concerns over the U.S. economy and President Trump's threats against the Federal Reserve's independence. Additionally, the political landscape is shifting as Democrats gain momentum following recent victories in key races, further complicating the administration's position. As the situation develops, all eyes will be on Harvard and the Trump administration as they navigate this contentious chapter in American higher education policy. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.